Summer 1462. In the dense, fog-shrouded forests of Wallachia, a horrifying spectacle unfolds. The air is thick with the stench of death, and the ground is littered with the remains of fallen soldiers. This is the gruesome masterpiece of Vlad the Impaler, a chilling testament to his brutal reign. Vlad's infamous Forest of the Impaled, a grotesque display of thousands of captured Ottoman soldiers impaled on stakes, sends a wave of terror through the ranks of the invading army. The sight is so shocking that it unnerves even the most battle-hardened warriors, planting seeds of doubt and fear in their hearts. But faced with such a macabre and psychologically devastating scene, the mighty Sultan Mehmed, the second conqueror of Constantinople, makes a strategic retreat. He recognizes that Vlad's terror tactics are a weapon more potent than any army, capable of breaking the will of his soldiers without a single clash of swords. At the tender age of 11, a young Vlad is taken hostage by the Ottoman Empire. It is during this formative period that he learns a harsh and brutal lesson. Terror is not just a tool of war, but a means of governance. He observes how fear can be used to control populations, enforce obedience, and maintain power. Vlad's mind becomes his primary weapon, honed by years of captivity and observation. He learns the value of patience, understanding that true power lies not in brute force, but in the ability to manipulate the minds of his enemies. His flesh may be imprisoned, but his mind is free to forge a new path to power. At 19, Vlad ascends to the throne of Wallachia, his rule defined by a single, unwavering principle: absolute obedience. Fear becomes the law of the land, and any who dare to defy him face swift and brutal retribution. His reign is a chilling example of how a single individual can use terror to bend an entire nation to his will. The Bojars, the noble class of Wallachia, are put to the ultimate test. Their loyalty is questioned, and their survival depends on their willingness to submit to Vlad's reign of terror. Many are forced to choose between their principles and their lives, a grim testament to the power of fear. Vlad's victims are not simply killed, they are sculpted into a grotesque art form. The impaled bodies are arranged in geometric patterns, a chilling display of his twisted creativity. This art of impalement serves as a constant reminder of his power and the consequences of defiance. In a display of fearless mastery, Vlad dines among the stakes, surrounded by the dying and the dead. This act of defiance, of feasting in the face of death, solidifies his image as an invincible and merciless ruler, a man who is not afraid to look death in the eye. Under the cover of darkness, Vlad leads a daring night raid on the Sultan's camp. Chaos and confusion consume the Ottoman forces as they are attacked from within. This psychological victory is a testament to Vlad's strategic genius, proving that fear can be a more effective weapon than any army. The mighty Ottoman army, once thought to be invincible, begins to crumble under the weight of fear. The psychological toll of Vlad's tactics proves to be too much for the soldiers, who are haunted by the images of the impaled and the constant threat of a gruesome death. In ancient Rome, a young boy named Gaius, nicknamed Little Boot or Caligula, is shaped by a similar environment of terror. He is born into a world of political intrigue and violence, where fear is a constant companion. This early exposure to the darker side of human nature will have a profound impact on his future reign. Caligula learns the true meaning of power by witnessing the pain and suffering of others. He sees how fear can be used to manipulate and control, and he begins to understand that the ability to inflict pain is the ultimate expression of authority. This lesson will shape him into one of Rome's most infamous tyrants. In the decadent palace brothels of Rome, humiliation becomes a tool of education. Caligula observes how public shaming and degradation can be used to enforce obedience and break the will of even the most powerful individuals. This twisted form of education will become a hallmark of his own reign. At a lavish banquet, the wives of Roman senators are subjected to a brutal display of power. Their dignity is systematically destroyed, and they are forced to submit to Caligula's every whim. This act of public humiliation sends a clear message to the Roman elite. Fear is now the law of the land. The slamming of doors marks a transition to a new era of darkness. The once grand palace of Messalina, the infamous wife of Emperor Claudius, becomes a symbol of the moral decay and corruption that has taken hold of Rome. It is a place where power is wielded through fear and manipulation. Messalina, a young and ambitious woman, uses shame as a weapon to gain power. She understands that by controlling the secrets and desires of others, she can command their fear and loyalty. Her youth belies a cunning and ruthless nature, making her a formidable player in the game of Roman politics. By day, Messalina presents herself as a respectable Roman matron, but by night she becomes a predator, weaving a web of guilt and deceit. She uses her sexuality to ensnare powerful men, collecting their secrets and using them to further her own ambitions. Her dual life is a testament to her manipulative genius. On the banks of the Tiber River, a grim reality unfolds. Those who refuse to comply with Messalina's demands face a swift and certain death. Fear becomes systemic, a part of the very fabric of Roman society. The river becomes a watery grave for those who dare to defy her. A network of shadowy figures, all bound by a collective guilt, controls the palace. Fear is institutionalized, a system of control that ensures Messalina's power remains absolute. The palace becomes a web of intrigue and betrayal, where no one can be trusted. Messalina's hubris, her insatiable lust for power, ultimately leads to her downfall. She is executed for her crimes, and her memory is erased from the annals of Roman history. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the corrupting influence of power. With the assassination of Caligula, the Julio-Claudian bloodline is extinguished. However, the system of fear and terror that he helped to create survives. The Roman Empire will continue to be ruled by a succession of emperors who understand the power of fear, proving that the system can outlive the individual. In the Colosseum, the spectacle of death becomes a form of entertainment. The Nomachia, a staged naval battle, is a testament to the Romans' ability to command nature and turn even the most brutal acts of violence into a form of art. Blood becomes a spectacle, a way to distract the masses and reinforce the power of the emperor. The Roman populace, desensitized by the constant exposure to violence, begins to view human life as a commodity. Humans are reduced to objects, their lives sold for the price of a ticket to the games. Cruelty is normalized, and the value of human life is diminished. In the dark and damp catacombs beneath the city, women are treated as instruments of the state. Their bodies are used to enforce obedience and maintain social order. They are a reminder that in this world, even the most intimate aspects of human life can be controlled by the state. A musician, accused of a minor offense, is torn to pieces by wild animals in the arena. This gruesome spectacle is a reenactment of a popular myth, a way to turn death into a form of drama. The spectacle of fear is used to entertain the masses and reinforce the power of the state. During a Mongol siege, the bodies of plague victims are catapulted over the city walls. This act of biological warfare is a form of symbolic terror, a way to spread fear and disease among the besieged population. It is a chilling example of how even the dead can be weaponized. Attila the Hun, a deformed and fearsome warrior, uses his demonic image to instill psychological terror in his enemies. His very appearance is a weapon, a way to break the will of his opponents before a single sword is drawn. He is a master of psychological warfare, a man who understands the power of fear. In a display of symbolic domination, Attila forces a captured Roman general to eat from a wooden plate while he dines from a golden one. This act of contempt is a way to humiliate his enemy and assert his own superiority. It is a powerful symbol of his dominance over the once mighty Roman Empire. The Viking blood eagle, a brutal and theatrical form of execution, is a way to enforce social and theological norms. The victim's back is carved open and their lungs are pulled out to resemble wings. This act of social death is a powerful deterrent, a way to ensure that no one dares to defy the will of the gods. A Vestal virgin, accused of breaking her vow of chastity, is walled up alive in a small chamber. This act of religious terror is a way to control not just the body, but the soul. It is a reminder that in this world, even the most sacred institutions can be used as instruments of fear. Scaphism, a gruesome and prolonged form of execution, is a statement of ultimate obedience. The victim is trapped in a hollowed-out log, force-fed milk and honey, and left to be devoured by insects. This slow and public death is a powerful deterrent, a way to ensure that no one dares to challenge the authority of the state. Tamerlane, the Turco-Mongol conqueror, builds a tower made from the skulls of 70,000 of his victims. This monument of fear is a way to eternalize his reign of terror, a constant reminder of his power and brutality. It is a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty. The ruins of the Roman Forum stand as a testament to the power of mind over matter empires. These once great structures, now crumbling and decayed, are a reminder that even the most powerful empires can fall. However, the ideas and ideologies that they represent can endure for centuries. Vlad's psychological operations extend far beyond the battlefield. He hunts at night, a shadowy figure who strikes fear into the hearts of his enemies. His actions are a reminder that the war for the mind is just as important as the war for the land. Rulers, once thought to be invincible, are broken by fear alone. The psychological toll of their reigns, the constant threat of betrayal and assassination, can be more damaging than any physical wound. They are a reminder that even the most powerful individuals are not immune to the corrosive effects of fear. At a chaotic banquet, Caligula displays his power through acts of random violence and cruelty. He understands that chaos can be a form of control, a way to keep his subjects off balance and in a constant state of fear. His actions are a chilling example of how a single individual can use chaos to maintain power. Messalina, a master of manipulation, uses guilt to control the Roman Senate. She understands that by exploiting the weaknesses and desires of others, she can bend them to her will. Her reign is a testament to the power of guilt as a tool of governance. In the arena, human lives are treated as objects. Their deaths a form of social spectacle. The crowd cheers as gladiators fight to the death, their humanity stripped away in the name of entertainment. This dehumanization is a reflection of the moral decay of the Roman Empire. The Mongols, masters of strategy and fear, weaponize nature itself. They divert rivers to flood enemy cities, a tactic that is both devastating and psychologically terrifying. Their actions are a reminder that in the hands of a skilled strategist, even the elements can be turned into a weapon. Attila the Hun, the scourge of God, erases entire cities from the map. His name becomes a legend, a symbol of destruction and terror. However, even as the cities burn, the legends of his brutality endure, a testament to the power of fear to shape history. In Viking society, social ostracism is a powerful tool of control. Those who break the law are declared outlaws, their social ties severed, and their lives forfeit. This social death is a way to enforce obedience and maintain order in a harsh and unforgiving world. The Inquisition, a powerful and feared institution, institutionalizes psychological terror. Accused heretics are subjected to brutal interrogations and public executions. Their suffering a warning to others who might dare to question the authority of the Church. State terror becomes a tool of religious control. In the dark and foreboding torture chambers of the Inquisition, pain is codified as a system of control. A vast array of gruesome instruments are used to extract confessions and punish heretics. This systemized torture is a chilling example of how pain can be used to break the human spirit. The ruins of the Palatine Hill, once the opulent home of Roman emperors, are now etched with the memory of fear. The crumbling stones whisper tales of betrayal, assassination, and terror. They are a reminder that even the most powerful empires are built on a foundation of fear. But Vlad the Impaler, a master of psychological warfare, uses scorched earth tactics to demoralize his enemies. He burns crops, poisons wells, and destroys entire villages, leaving a trail of devastation in his wake. The land itself becomes a weapon, a tool to spread fear and despair. During a chaotic night attack on the Sultan's camp, fear spreads like wildfire. The Ottoman soldiers, disoriented and terrified, are unable to mount an effective defense. This attack undermines their morale and serves as a powerful reminder of Vlad's psychological prowess. The Sultan, a brilliant military strategist in his own right, is horrified by the effectiveness of Vlad's mental warfare. He realizes that he is not just fighting an army, but an idea. This awareness of the power of psychological warfare will forever change the way he views the art of war. The empty stands of the arena serve as a silent reflection on the loss of humanity. The cheers of the crowd have faded, replaced by an eerie silence. This desolation is a powerful symbol of the moral decay of the Roman Empire, a society that has lost its compassion and its soul. A broken statue, once a proud symbol of imperial power, now lies in ruins. It is a poignant reminder that all empires, no matter how great, will eventually fall. However, the fear that they inspired, the terror that they wielded, can persist for centuries, a ghostly echo of their former glory. Explore more legendary stories of power, terror, and the human condition. Like and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the dark and fascinating corners of history. Discover the stories that have shaped our world and the lessons that they hold for us today.